Welcome to another Zincast, and I don't think we need to talk about models today. I mean, the models have been actually very consistent with the storm. The only difference has been a little bit of the strength and when it strengthens. So that little bit of timing of when and strength kind of influences how much cold air the storm pulls in, and that leads to where that rain-snow line really kind of sets up. So let's just talk timing, and we'll throw my snow map up, and I'll talk about snowfall totals that I think and my confidence level on those snowfall totals. So look, this is the European guidance from 6Z, and around the start times, look at all the guidances. Is pretty much, depending where you are, it's actually a little bit sooner than we expected. It's going to start tomorrow afternoon, okay? But this will be light, okay? And then it will work through. Overnight will be the heaviest precipitation. And then by tomorrow morning, it does taper off, but then it kind of like back builds a little bit. The models have like snow showers flying around and snow flurries. So, I mean, you could see precip in the air all the way until tomorrow, Sunday evening as well. So we're talking about Saturday from, say, 1 p.m. to, say, Sunday 8 p.m. Okay, that would be a good range, because again, there's going to be flurries in the air, and again, depending where you are. Some places might see a little bit longer. Okay, so let's take a look at the snow map. Let's go with the easy places first. Okay, central to southern New Jersey, I got nothing for you. It's going to be rain. You may see some flakes flying around, but no accumulations. This is not your storm. In the northern areas, anywhere north of Rockland County, okay, extreme northern New Jersey, Orange, and so on. These are the areas where I think you're going to have no mixing issues. 8 to 12, I think is a great call. In the higher mountains, that's why I have this here. In the higher mountains, where some banding sets up, maybe 10 to 14. I don't think there's going to be place unless you get stuck in some weird, crazy band that gets like 20 inches out of this storm. So I really think like 12 is like a good like top number, but you can't rule out some places, 10 to 14. So I put that in there. Then let's go to the places that are the hard forecast. All right, so I actually think that the New York City forecast is easy. Look, surface temperatures are going to be marginal at best. So even, let's say, best case scenario, you do get the upper atmosphere cooled, the low does strengthen, and you do get those higher snowfall rates. Your surface temperatures are still going to be slightly above freezing. You're going to need that to cool to start accumulating. So that's why I have this entire area, which includes New York City, at a coating to 4 inches, because you're gonna have mixing issues. You're not gonna be all snow the entire time. Definitely should see snow. The question is, can it come down hard enough, fast enough, and how much will it accumulate? And at that point, it's going to be on cold surfaces, the grass, and so on. So I think the roadways are just going to be wet. So yeah, that's why I have coatings for it. So I actually think that that's a fairly fair forecast there. Obviously, the best case scenario, you might get 4 inches out of it. But again, coating to 4. Now, this narrow band in here. This narrow band in here is that battle zone where I think if the mixing, and again, they also have some marginal temperatures here. Like I was checking Rockland County, it's also marginal, like 32, 33 degrees at some points at the surface. But, so that will hold down totals. But, again, perfect scenario, I can see this 8 to 12 pushing down. And these areas in this blue, or at least some of the areas in blue, getting 8 to 12. But I'm not confident whatsoever. So I have 4 to 8 through the battle zone. Again, if the more mixing, the worse your surface temperatures are, the warmer they are, you're going to be closer to the 4. But if you luck out, you can get to 8, and you might get past 8. I could see some places getting 10, 11 inches in here. But I'm not I'm not confident for it, and I live here, so I would love to be in say, oh no, 12 inches easy, but I think 4 to 8 is the best call here. So this is my thinking of this storm. I really think we got to be paying attention to it now. Casting, there was every so often a model run that picked up on something that was like, I don't know if you guys watch the Marvel's What Ifs, right? Like, there is little what if scenarios that can make this storm overperform. Not saying that it will, but it can. Possibility is low on them. But yeah, and then again, like I said, just we have to pay attention to it, because I mean, I could see barely anything in New York City, or I could see 4 inches, which is a big difference. And again, these are on the colder surfaces, but like I could see pretty much be raining the entire time, except for maybe just at the very end or just at the very beginning. Where up here again, I could also see the rain snow line just hang south, and right above that rain snow line, you get the best dynamics there, because you have a battling of air masses and you have a lot of upward motion, and that's where you could also get these like crazy like thunderstorm type things in snow bands, and produce a lot of snow at a very short period of time, like 1 to 2 inch snowfall rates, 1 to 2 inch per hour snowfall rate. So like where those set up is going to be interesting, and that generally around the battleground. So we can see some low confidence here, high confidence up here, high confidence down here, pretty good confidence right here in the middle for New York City. It's just this narrow band that I'm not too sure about. So we'll see how it goes, right? That's the whole fun. But it doesn't end here. I'll keep on tracking. If there's anything crazy that happens, I'll definitely post a video. I'll definitely do some Instagram quick videos during the storm, out in the snow. So definitely follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter and all those. All right, guys, like, subscribe, do all that thing. I think I kept it short. All right, watch the videos from yesterday also, because they really went into some detail. All right, folks, have a good one. Enjoy the storm, and we'll keep tracking.